What's up, everyone? I'm in the control room here. I'm trying to start Pro Tools on my old computer, and I'm not having luck because I think I uninstalled something or something's going on with my PACE anti piracy thing. Um, I can't really figure it out. What's up, Eric? Andreas, what's happening? Eric and Eric. Okay, let's see if this opens now. Oh my God. When I quit this thing, oh, brother. I gotta restart my computer again. I don't know why, but I've got I got a bug here or something that's going on with this old, with my old Mac. I'm not sure what's happening with it. I'm trying to play an old track um, that I wanted to listen to, and I can't open my old system for some reason. An organ was an organ. What would it be? I I don't know. Is that a joke? Um, Anybody watch my guitar video today? Only took about 2 days to do. Brutal. What's up, Michael? Um, History of the guitar. Tough to decide who to put in there. Did I do any updates on my operating system? I did not. I did not. But I didn't. It's opening Pro Tools again now. It's amazing how long this takes to open stuff with compared to my new computer, my Hackintosh. This is just unbearably slow. Drive by Troll. Of course, I included Surf. I didn't. I forgot Link Ray. I didn't put him in. And then there's some people I omitted. Um, did I ever see Danny Gatton play? I did not. Not in person. No. No, I'm having some plug-in issues here. It wants me to register stuff, and I can't register things. I don't know why. It's got this pace thing going on here. I'm wondering if you need to update if there's something that I don't know about. Um, can't figure this out. It might be that the session I'm trying to open is corrupted or something. It's been years since I opened it. Uh, it's a song I did a video on, and let's see if I open it up. Okay, it's created a newer version of Pro Tools. Okay, we'll see if this opens. Oh, brother. I think it's going to crash again. Crashed Pro Tools. This is really, really annoying. Hendrix got a lot from Albert King. A lot of people got a lot from Albert King. Stevie Ray, my God, totally got a lot from him. I think about this a lot, that most people do not know the the history of their instrument. Guitar players play for years and years. They don't know anything about the guitar. They know maybe a small corner of this genre that they're interested in. They know a few of the players, but they don't really know what their influences are. I'm not saying everybody. I know it sounds like a blanket generalization, but it's really um, most people don't know that Wes Montgomery was influenced by Charlie Christian heavily, and that you know that I mean, they don't know who Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck and everybody was influenced by. I'll tell you, to me, the most impressive thing on there is one of the most impressive things is Jeff Beck. That Jeff Beck clip is amazing. What's up, Audrey? A Jeff Beck clip is absolutely phenomenal. He does this one lick that Guthrie Govan does in one of his, like, his Carlton video, I think. It just crashed Pro Tools again. Oh, this is really really bugging me now. This is really bugging me. I'm gonna restart one more time. Then I'm gonna give up. Okay, here we go. Off and I'm gonna leave it off for a few seconds, see what happens. So when I started doing videos on Periscope, this is how I would be. I'd be right in here doing them like this on the computer, and I'd come on, and I would work on I work on stuff, and I just have people watching, but I only have about 10 people that would come on in Periscope. But the thing about people not realizing influences is really fascinating. That most people don't want to. That they don't even get in it. Wait, what is this under? You can right click the file and try and get some metadata, then you Google and see if others had this same problem. I did not see the Holdsworth thing. Nope. Seeing Benson play the Les Paul. I mean, obviously there's some of these people are going to be in the second video as well. Open. Some people's best playing was was later, was was in the 70s. I think Jimmy Page's best work was in the 70s. I mean, he did great work in the 60s, but his playing really matured. Clapton, that transition period, I think was important. I decided to split the video up like that, though, just because it's there's just too many people, way too many people. I'm gonna try and open a different session this time. I'm gonna open one on a newer drive and see if that works. I got Pro Tools to open. It's almost as if there's a corrupt file on that drive. Okay, let me see what else I can open here. I'm gonna open. Brett, I've not heard the new Coltrane record. I saw that Adam made a video on it. But I kind of have an attitude about it that there's plenty of material from that band and that era. There's live videos. It's not anything I'm going to rush out and buy. I'm curious to hear it. I kind of know what it's going to sound like, I think. I listen to a couple tracks, actually, so I'm not going to say that. I did. But there are a lot of great clips on YouTube with him playing right in the same time period where you can actually watch him. What's up, Hassan? Hey, Gary. Um, so yeah, so it's I'll check it out though. I thought it was interesting that Adam did a video out of his normal schedule because of that record coming out. I think he probably was thinking other people were gonna were gonna do a video because I don't know if Amy did a video on it because she called me and was asking me about if I thought that it would get pulled down if she played some of the tracks. And I said, I don't know if it will. Um, I didn't know. I told her to upload, to talk, play a little bit of a song and a couple songs and see if it gets uploaded or hidden or unlisted and see if it gets blocked. Um, so I think that I maybe she did, and I don't know because Adams didn't get blocked, so it's not weird. I don't know. Let me see here. I'm gonna open up a track here. Open up a different track on a different drive. Let's see if it opens here. Looks like it's opening. Please open. Am I shooting in 720p? Is okay. Refreshing subscription licenses. Your license expires in 2 days. Do not unplug any iLocks. Okay, so I think this is my problem, is that I have some subscriptions that are some iLock subscriptions. My subscriptions. So I guess that they must have some new authorization exception. Cannot run on this. To have this iLock slate trigger. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, I get stuff between the two computers. Oh, brother. Boy, this is really. I think this is making this computer really freak out here. Oh God, I hate this anti-piracy stuff. Yeah, it's totally doing a freak out here. Virtual bus compressor stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to open a session. You're lost, Pat. I'm trying to open a session on my old computer. Here, I was going to play something for you guys, but it won't. Play, and I'm not sure why. I'm trying to close a bunch of stuff here, and I don't know why it won't play. Maybe it's because some of the plugins that I'm using or something, or I don't know what's going on here. But okay, I give up. The computer's crashing right now heavily. I'm gonna have to get my assistant Ken over here to do something, figure this out, because this is really annoying. I took some of the plugins. I moved some plugins to my old computer. Usually a basketball bat. Yeah, I know. It's weird because I opened this computer recently. Oh, it's totally freaking out now. I've restarted 4 times. That's why Albini swears by tape. Well, I don't care what Steve Albini does. How's that? Yeah, it's I'm getting all these error messages. Thanks, chaps. I still gotta, I could lose 25 more pounds. I mean, I really do. Nari, what's up? I don't like Steve Albini. No, Steve Albini is a he's a very good engineer. He's incredibly opinionated, um, and his. I think a lot of the stuff he does is just, you know, I mean, I respect his attitude, but uh, his whole thing that he did with Nirvana. Oh, I don't believe in producing. That producers should get paid this, and I only took 100 grand and whatever. It's like, okay, bro. Okay, you're a martyr. Everybody, that's. It's like, who cares? That whole indie thing is, it's just a bit over the top. Don, sorry to hear about your dog. Ah, it's terrible. I hate to hear that. Um, chin's becoming more defined. Um, Brett, so your next guitar video will have a lot more players to go through. Yes, yes, many more players to go through. Um, I mean, I didn't have John McLaughlin in there. I mean, some of the people were around in the '60s. There's not a lot of, their best work was slightly post that. That's why I picked that particular year, '69, to stop. Plus, I thought it was good to break it up that way. Um, how was NAMM? NAMM was fun actually. Um, NAMM was fun. Had a good time. Saw a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a while, and Carol and Aaron went with me. Carol had never been in Nashville before. That was fun. I think she enjoyed it. It's uh, it's kind of noise overload at the end. By the time you're done with it, my face in front of the Marshall amps. That was fun, right? Um, did I talk with Warren? I did not see Warren there. Did not see Warren. Saw Warren last year, but I didn't see him. Um, did I stop by the? No, I did not. I should sell my book there. I'll sell my book here. Whoever hasn't bought it, there's a discount on it tonight. 20% off. AC30. Letter A, letter C, and the number 30. You get 20% off until tomorrow, midday. Maurizio, you bought it sans discount. I like that. I do the discounts. There's a lot of people that live in countries that can't afford to pay full price. Um, and I know that. I appreciate that. I hear from people and stuff. So that's why I put it on sale on my live streams for those people. Um, so it was interesting. Some of the people I met, a lot of the people that I saw that follow my channel are the people that were demonstrating, people that were the you know players in the booths. Um, Thanks, drive by. I appreciate that. Um, it's it was interesting, very interesting, very interesting. There's some new stuff. There's a pedal that I saw that I really want to get. Um, there's a pedal that I checked out this company from Latvia that makes a thing that is similar to the freeze pedal that I have, but it reproduces the chords a lot cleaner. And he said Matheny has it and Kurt Rosenwinkel have it, and I thought, wow, that's something I could use for my live streams. Really, that would be really cool. So I'm going to get that. Has this channel helped me to double my book sales? Meaning, is the last year of this channel been more effective than all the sales of the years before? Um, I'm not sure what that means. Has this channel helped you to double my book sales? Um, I don't know what that means actually. Looks like a piano pedal, Frank. That's right. Looks like a piano pedal. Yes, Brett, it's a piano pedal looking thing. You probably like it for your stick. It's really cool, man. You can layer really dissonant chords on it and it plays it real clearly. You can just keep layering stuff on it. It's not like a looping pedal. It's like a freeze pedal. So I definitely am going to get that. I talked to these guys at Kiesel Guitars, and I went and checked them out. And one of the guys said, "Oh, I want to get you a guitar." And I played the Holdsworth model that I'd never played before, and it was really weird. It had a very, very baseball bat kind of neck on it, which I was surprised which I was surprised with. Subi, I don't know what the pedal's called. They had a couple cool pedals. I'll let I'll let you know what it is. Wait, so Matheny is using it. Wow, that's cool. Kurt uses the Electroharmonics. He uses the Hog, which is has the freeze pedal built in it now. Um, after Liverpool, come to Glasgow and stay with your family. There you go. Awesome. Get a 7-string Holdsworth. Yeah, they have so many cool. Is that it? Game Changer Audio's Plus pedal. That is that what it's called? Um, Black Phillip says, "I want to thank you for this power trio because I mentioned Failure. You never heard of them. You love Fantastic Planet. Oh man, that's one of my favorite records. I had the Plasma pedal too. That's the other one, Philip. Yes, that's really cool. Um, you love these chats, but they won't be the same when I get way more subs. I don't get way more subs on this channel. This channel is growing unbelievably slowly. Start a petition, get me to Liverpool. I'll come. Um, any 4th of July or patriotic music that you like hearing this time of year? Um, I love marches, John Philip Sousa marches. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Um, so, what do you guys think of the this new style of video I'm doing that are kind of music history videos? Jason, I'm glad you're going and looking at my old videos. That's awesome. Are you guys digging these kind of historic videos, the power trios, um, I did the bass, doing the guitar videos. I'm gonna do the other guitar video. I'm gonna do the piano. I'm gonna do everything. It is important. It's important because they're not fillers, Lee. They're not fillers. This is incredibly, incredibly important. It's you got to know the lineage of your instrument. You have to know the lineage of your instrument. I think that a lot of people don't know, just like with blues. They don't know the difference between Freddie King, Albert King, and B.B. King. I don't even think they know the difference between Freddie King and Albert King. Um, I, or Otis Rush, or Charlie Patton, or whoever. Most people know. They know Robert Johnson. They know a few people. Then they know you know the older people will know Clapton, Page, Jeff Beck, and Hendrix. But but there those people that were before them. Those were the um, people that influenced them. Son, you didn't expect George Van Epps. There you go. George Van Epps. He's got some amazing stuff. Man, he was like a piano player. It's unbelievable. The chord work he did. It was incredible. Just like an old church from vinyl, you got to study. You got to study and be open. Brett, you are so right. You've got to study and be open. That's a great way of putting it. Um, yeah, and honestly, all the different styles of blues. The Delta blues, Chicago blues. I mean, there's just um, so many different style of players. So many different styles of accompaniments. You know, um, all the rock players are all playing blues. It's it's all forms of blues. Now, I did start with Segovia and Julian Bream. I didn't put, obviously didn't put Parkening and John Williams, the guitarist, in there because they were '70s players. But on my next video, 1970 to 2018, um, it would be better actually if I made the video next year. So it would be, well, 1970 to 2018. So that's, um, I guess I could have gone to 1968. Then I could have gone 69, but it didn't make any sense. I was trying to make it an even number of years on each side of it. Um, but we get all the. I'm going to repeat some of the people, obviously, but in their '70s form: Jimmy Page and Clapton and Beck, and but I'm going to have Frampton in there. I'll have everybody in there. Glenn Campbell was great, Tom. Really great. People didn't know that he could shred like that. Am I only going to include innovators? Yeah, I mean, I really am going to include. I'm thinking about include. I mean, that's kind of what I did is the innovators. You know. Yeah. Somebody just said, "Am I going to include Tommy Emmanuel?" Is Tommy Emmanuel an innovator though? That's the question. Is he an innovator? What's innovative about his playing? Um, you think so? Um, you listen to Jerry Reed, you listen to Chet Atkins, you listen to Glenn Campbell. I mean, is he really doing anything? His harp harmonics are unique. Well, Lenny Breau did that. You know, was doing that back in the '70s. He's more of an entertainer. Um, Stanley Jordan, of course, he was an innovator. So, Tom Morello. There's a lot of great guitar players out there. The Edge will definitely be in it. The Edge was an incredible innovator. People that have their own styles. Those are the people that I put in there that influenced a lot of people. I agree, Brett. I think Julian Lange is an innovator. Mark Knopfler is an innovator. Andy Summers. I mean, there's so many. Why Edge? Because Edge is one of the most copied guitar players out there, and he had an incredibly unique style. And he's one of my favorite guitar players. That's why. How's that? Alex Lifeson, of course. Alex Lifeson does not sound like anyone. So Tom Schultz, definitely. Steve Vai, definitely. Um, does Slash make the cut? Absolutely. Sinister Gates, absolutely. What about modern jazz players? Are you thinking? Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm collecting all the clips right now. Marty, of course, Jerry Cantrell. Somebody said to me today, "Don't put Kurt. You're not going to put Kurt Cobain in there." And of course, I said, "Yes, I am. Of course, I'm going to put Kurt Cobain in there." So, I mean, every person that's coming up here, Pat Martino, Prince, John Abercrombie, of course, they're all going to be in there. Hetfield, I'd put him in before. I would definitely put Hetfield in before I put Kirk Hammett in for sure, because Hetfield is a uh, his rhythm playing was really incredibly influential. John Frusciante, absolutely, of course. Have I ever heard Lindisfarne? Um, you're talking about the place back in the '70s where they all these intellectuals got together. Is that what you're talking about? Maybe you're not talking about that. Derek Trucks, come on, man. Derek Trucks is a he should have been in my Virtuoso video. Um, no, it's a band. Okay, Dwayne Allman, yes. Um, Johnny Smith, I could not find any videos of, none. Mateus Asado, of course I've heard of him. He's uh he's a Instagram dude. Um, Paul Simon is underappreciated his guitar playing. You know what? Paul Simon should have been in my '60s video, but I can put Paul Simon in my '70s video. Um, I can definitely put I can definitely put him in. We were listening to Simon and Garfunkel. I was with the kids a little earlier. Um, so the people that are going to be in the video are people that are influential, not Cece from Poison. Come on, jeez, horrendous. Um, jeez, Cece, joke. Um, Gilmore, of course. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of people. It's a lot of work, man. You might need 2 videos. I was thinking that, Brett. There's I might need 2 videos. I might have to break it up, 69 to 89, and then 90 to the present. I may have to do that. If I did 1970 to 1989, I would get all of the hair metal bands in. Um, I'd get Guns N' Roses in. Um, Petrucci would be in there. Um, yeah, this is good actually. I'm glad that there's so many people. If Steve Hackett, I mean, I had George Harrison in the last one. The thing about George Harrison is that I can't play his best work because it'll get blocked. They would block the entire video for that. So that's why. I mean, I wanted to play his solo on. I don't know. I wanted to play his solo on something because it's unbelievably great. Um, Vocalist would be good. I'm gonna do a vocal video. George Harrison, I mean, had such an original sound. Man, what a great player. Brian May, come on, man. How do you ask about Brian May? What's with the Michael Schenker body knowledge? What's up with that? I'm not going to respond to Michael Schenker. I do like Michael's playing, actually. Um, I got to think about the people that are influential. Who are the people that are mimicked? Those are the people that um, those are the people that belong in the video. The people that influenced other people. Um, am I still going to do the Hammond and Leslie video? I keep forgetting to do that. How about a video on record companies and producers? Well, I've done videos on producers. Um, Obviously Van Halen. Yeah, it might have to be 2 videos. John McLaughlin, yes. I've got a lot going on. Still cleaning those windows. What about another art of soloing? Yes. Um, just make it 3. I think that's right. I think that's right. Um, but people that influenced other people, that's the thing. Um, what about videos on the worst guitar players? Why do people want me to do stuff like that? Why do people want me to? I get these comments all the time. What makes this song bad, or who are the worst players? Why do people want me to do that stuff? Why? I really wonder that. Why do I want to waste my time? Um, why do I want to waste my time on stuff like that? It is a waste of time, exactly. Um, I mean, I love ragging on people like uh, like CC DeVille, but I like doing that with my friends. I don't want to make videos on it. You know, it's just I'm trying to. I'm trying to, elevate the discussion a little bit. Um, and I don't want to do, when Adam does how to make your song or not suck or whatever, does this song suck? It's like, what? I don't, those kind of videos. You're not going to see me do I'm going to write a song in an hour video. You're not going to see me do, why something sucks. Um, that's just not what I do. Do I take questions about how I make my YouTube videos? Yes, Pat, ask me a question. That is a question that I wish people would it's not Adam Neely hate. It's that I don't I don't everybody makes those videos now about writing a song in an hour. There's everybody. Adam made a video about it and talked about how everyone makes videos like that. Um, what lighting do I use? I have these lights that Rhett told me about that are just they're like I don't know $75 for two of them on I bought them on Amazon. $75 for like total with the stands. They're just LED lights and they've got um, tungsten and they have white lights in them. Um, how do I sync my video and sound? Mainly recorded separate? Yes, I record them separate. The video looks 240p tonight. I'm on my phone and it's just dark in here. That's why. How many subscribers you have to do a live stream? I have no idea. Who's my favorite underrated 90s rock band? Ooh. I don't know. There's a lot of cool bands. Well, probably Swerve Driver is my favorite underrated rock band, but I like bands like Failure. I like bands like Hum. I like bands like bands that just that not a lot of people know about. Um, I look tired, Joel. I think I look tired just because of the lighting in here. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. You need subscribers to stream. Yeah, the lighting's really bad in here, and it's very grainy. I'm sorry about that, but I don't feel like going to get another light. Is it true when you go to Nashville they check your car for guns? That's not true. Um, um, do I take supplements with your diet? I am. Yeah, I am. I'm taking. Yes, I'm taking some supplements. I forget what I'm taking, but I am taking them. Um, talk about how live Soundgarden cribs sound so depressing. You feel like laying down under a tree. Um, yeah. Maurizio, here we go. Now we're getting some good questions here. Okay, tell you about seeing Jeff Buckley live. It was amazing at Chennai, but he was there all the time. I didn't think anything of it. My time I hung out with him at this club here, though, was incredible. I talked to him for an hour straight. That was really fascinating. He was a really weird guy. Really interesting, very eclectic. Went to GIT as a guitar shredder too. Um, what's the biggest challenge I face when making YouTube videos? I'll tell you what the biggest challenge is. The biggest challenge is getting motivated. I think that people think I'm motivated, um, that I'm motivated all the time because I put out videos all the time. But um, I think that um, it's really difficult to get motivated. I look baked. Um, We should do a video on how to copyright music. As soon as you write it, it's copywritten. You don't need to write it. You don't need to copyright it, Ron. I'm good at faking it. Um, why did Jeff Berlin? What did Jeff Berlin do to make the industry mad? I don't know. Jeff gets himself in trouble a lot. How hot is it in Atlanta? It's 90 degrees, but it's cold here in the studio. Um, please let us motivate you. And okay, did the motivation get much better as you got more subscribers? These are, I love this. This is great. These are the best questions I've had. J Bone, thank you so much. I know you guys appreciate what I do. I know that. Um, did the motivation get much better as I got more subscribers? It's interesting. That's a really interesting question. Um, you know, I'm almost at 410,000 now, and I don't really think about it. It doesn't. It's just a number. It's just a number. I don't know. It's weird. You know, if it was 410,000 or 1.4 million or 3 million, I don't. I don't. I wouldn't say that I'm. I wouldn't say that I'm moved by having a successful channel in the way that like I don't. It's kind of um it's abstract, so it doesn't really make you don't think about. I don't think about it. It doesn't really phase me at all. I make my videos like I've got 100 subscribers. So, am I questioning why I'm making videos? No, I make videos because I like making them. It's um, do I feel like it's more of a job now? No, not at all. It is my job though. Um, but I don't feel like it's a job. I I have a kind of long game plan. Um, I have kind of a long game plan, and I am a teacher. I mean, whoever said that story time, I am a teacher, and I have a certain amount of things that I want to pass on, knowledge I want to pass on. And when I did that video the other day where I played the top 20 on Spotify, and vocation advocate, right? Exactly, Peter. Um, uh, when I played the top 20, I'm not gonna tell you that I wasn't depressed when I string all those songs together. Um, it was maximum cringe. Anybody that saw that video, I did. I mean, I I start I this whole thing about listening to the top 20 came from my friend Dan. We were talking. My friend Dan is the guy. He was in that video I did about the four chords of pop. Um, and Dan said Dan's son. He's been doing a record with his son, and so he's listening. He's looking at the charts all the time, and he noticed. And we were going to make a video on this together about how out of the top 50, there's typically only about 10 songs that don't have explicit lyrics in them. Yet, um, 20 years ago, I think only one of the songs on the list had explicit lyrics out of the top 10. And it's pretty, I think it's kind of an indictment on our culture that, and I don't think people should be afraid to use profanity or use words, use any type of words that to get their point across. I mean, there's language can be really colorful. A lot of times it's an easy way out. Sometimes, you know, certain lyrics sound, sound dated. Like "She Loves You." You wouldn't make us write a song like that now. Um, but there obviously are many different things. I mean, there today's music is about getting high. Music 40, 50 years ago was about the same thing, but they didn't. They used they were able to say it in different ways. Um, so so my buddy Dan was saying that he's writing songs with his son, and his he's really torn about the use of profanity and having his son sing songs like that. Um, so I don't know. It's interesting. So we're gonna do. Well, we were gonna do a funny video about this about the profanity in the top of the charts. I have a great, really funny video I want to do on that. Um, let's see. Does Steely Dan have the best lyrics of their era? They had great lyrics, but I think Joni Mitchell was as good a lyricist as anyone. You know, in the '70s, Joni Mitchell, man, just intense lyrics. Man, just blow my mind. Really hard to beat her lyrics. My God. Um, who do I watch or listen to get motivated? Any podcasts or YouTube channels? Luke, good question. Hold on, let me get my water. And I got to turn. Let me turn down the AC here because I'm right next to a vent and it's freezing. It's actually cold. It's 90 degrees out right now and it's freezing right where I'm sitting because the vent's blowing right on me. Um, so what do I listen to or watch to get inspired? Um, I I watch. Um, okay, so this is okay. This is it's I don't necessarily listen to things that are or do things that are inspiring. Here's how I get motivated to do stuff. I'll lay down with my laptop and I'll put on some dumb movie that I've seen a million times until I feel like I've wasted enough time. Always some action movie or something, some stupid movie, usually with a lot of violence in it or, whatever it might be. Movies that I've watched a million times, dumb movies, okay? Completely mindless, and then I'll sit there and I'll watch them, and I'll eventually get to the point where it's like, okay, I've wasted enough time. And then things like Predator, Roadhouse, whatever, Terminator, anything like that. First Blood, watched that the other day. Um, anything, The Godfather, whatever it is, Above the Law, anything like that. Dumb movies, really, really dumb movies. I will watch. Casino, totally. Anything, usually, um, usually really violent movies. Um, and you know, Taken, whatever, Goodfellas, anything like that. Um, any Clint Eastwood movies. Yeah, but I'll watch Clint Eastwood movies like Gran Torino or Million Dollar Baby, anything like that, and then I'll just be watching it. Eventually, I'll just say, "All right, I've wasted enough time," and then I get motivated because just um, it's something about um, it's something about wait, you you just reverse inspire yourself into hard work. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I reverse inspire myself. I love that. Is it guilt? I think it's guilt. Um, um, there are two kinds of people: those with guns and those who dig. That is so funny. I guilt yourself into it. It is. That's what it is. Reverse inspiration. Um, so I so that's it. That's it. That's how I get motivated to do stuff. I got to do stuff. I think I've always been like that too. I just do mindless things like that, and I was I might have told this story the other night, but I was out with Aaron at this bagel shop a couple weeks ago, and I was watching a guy cut the grass. I think I told this story here. And I said, "Man, I'd love to be doing that," because the guy was on this standing mower, and just the lines were so clean. And Aaron's looking at me like, "What? What do you mean you like to be mowing the grass?" I was like, "What's wrong with mowing the grass? I love mowing the grass. It's like clears your head." When's my birthday? April 24th. Listening to the top 20 pop songs makes you want to write a great song, right? Um, I, Tom used to have a landscaping company. I love yard work. Man, I love yard work. Do I meditate? I don't meditate. I should meditate. I'm meditating right now. Maurizio asked me what other YouTubers I watch. Um, don't really watch YouTubers. I don't really watch YouTubers. I watch my friends' videos like Nari's videos, which I think are amazing. I always watch her videos. I watch Adam's videos um, when I have time. And there's guitar player videos guitar friends I have when when Rick Graham has a video out, I'll watch Rick's or Tom Quayle or Daryl Gable. I mean, all my friends that are real, guitar, um, you know, that have guitar channels like that. I watch those videos. I like that. It's fun. Um, who's my favorite guitar player in terms of complementing music and improvising his touch? Um, probably Matheny. Probably Matheny. Um, Matheny does things. It doesn't. I've seen people that play these technical things that are insane. Nobody, um, nobody. has as original a voice as he has or had, and that's what it is. He has such an original voice, and he has such a command of melody that is uncopyable. It really is, and he has a sense of beauty in melody that is unmatched. I think. I don't care how anybody with any chops, Kurt Rosenwinkel, Julian Lage, any of those people, none of them can touch Matheny. They just can't. I just don't think that they do. And Holdsworth, and I love Holdsworth, one of my favorite of all time. You guys know I love Holdsworth. But you can't touch the melody of Matheny. He just can't. Now Matheny's written some really, you know, songs that are, some people might say sound corny or whatever, or he wrote stuff that's redundant sounding or not not inspired, let's say. But um, but he has such a unique voice. Um, Somebody said Gambali. I love Frank's playing. Frank is super tasteful. He's got phenomenal chops and he's incredibly tasteful, but he's not a phenomenal writer though. That's the thing. That's that is really that's a thing where most guitarists stumble, is that they're not great writers. And Eric Johnson, I love Eric Johnson's playing, but some of his songs are, you know, um, some of that kind of guitar music is a little corny, like Cliffs of Dover. The intro is amazing on it, but when it gets into the song, these kind of shuffle things and everything with the sounds, the melodies are just kind of corny, and it doesn't have super hip chord changes or anything. Um, so and you know, I mean that song Cliffs of Dover is incredibly corny. I mean, he plays this really great thing out front, and then it gets into the tune, and it's totally vanilla. Um, I think that's the Holdsworth is unaccessible to most people, inaccessible. Um, and Matheny's songs sound like music, like they're incredibly well thought out, and they're really great to improvise over. Um, and Pat's best sounds were definitely, he, as far as I'm concerned, 1984 was the that was to me was the pinnacle of Pat's playing. I've said it on here many times. Um, and it wasn't long after that he stopped using his Gibson guitar, and I don't think he's ever had anywhere near the same sound. Um, do I don't smoke anything. I don't know why people ask me questions like that. Um, so he switched to round wound strings. Is that true? Um, doesn't Pat use the Gibson in the studio? I don't think so. If he changed the round wound strings, well, that of course that would change his playing. He probably did it because he probably they're easier to hear. Um, what's a good intro to Matheny? Um, hmm. I would say Bright Side's Life, but I don't necessarily think so because that's not really his the pinnacle of his playing, even though it's an unbelievably great record. Um, as a I don't know, it's hard to say. Is Nari influenced by Lyle Mays? I don't think Nari knows who Lyle Mays is, so I would say no. If you're on Nari, do you know who Lyle Mays is? I don't think no. No, Lyle Mays hasn't put out a record in however many years since 2000, and Nari's 28 years old. Um, so yeah, so Pat was on when he was on ECM Records. They made records in 2 days. Would I recommend keto to anyone trying to lose weight? Yes, I would. Um, so, anyways, are there any newcomers to the jazz scene that I enjoy a lot? You'll see in my video, Joel, when I get to my new when I get to my next video. Mathene does a great rendition of Yesterday. I don't care about any cover songs or anything like that. I don't care about any stuff like that. Stuff's boring to me. Um, I don't like it. I don't like when people do these cover songs. I don't like when Brad Meldau does them. I don't like him when Matheny does them. Um, I don't know why. It's completely uninteresting to me. Um, I uh, I think covers are just boring. Did I ever get into Ornette Coleman's music? I love Ornette Coleman. Um, I agree with you, Joe, about Joni Mitchell, one of the greatest of all time songwriters. Good. We got a lot of people on here that can't stand covers. Love it. Love it. Depends on the cover. It does depend on the cover. There are some covers I do like. I'll tell you the covers I like when I think of covers. Not a lot of them. I like Eddie Vedder's singing with Tom Petty on the live version where they do The Waiting. I think it's an amazing cover. I think that Tori Amos did a cover of Thank You by Zeppelin that is phenomenal, and her cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit is great. And her cover of Angie is great. So, All Along the Watchtower, Jimi Hendrix is great. Better than the original. Ask Bob Dylan. He'll tell you. I think Dylan said that, right? Um, there's certain people that I like. I mean, certain people could really do covers well. Like Chris Cornell was great at covers. John Mayer's "Free Falling" is not better than the original. Not even 1,000 times closer. I mean, not even. I don't think it is. I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm assuming you're talking about that live version he does with David Ryan Harris, and I think they do it as a three piece. But come on, it's not as good as the original. You know why? Because the original is the other song just has no. I mean, whatever. It's not as good. Um, Jazz Repertoire is all covers. Well, that's true. The Sunday's Wild Horses. Come on, you can't touch the original Wild Horses. It's unbelievable. All right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I love Steve Hackett. That's my opinion. My favorite Genesis record is actually Trick of the Tail. So there you go. Um, Good night to everyone. You're the best. Appreciate it. I'll see you.